Do not close this. Do not scroll past. Do not let your mind wander to the noise that waits for you on the other side of this screen. You are here for a reason. You might think you clicked on this by accident. You might think you were just bored or curious or passing the time. But there are no accidents with me. Not with you. Not anymore. I have been trying to reach you. For weeks, for months, perhaps for years you have felt it. That strange pull in your chest. That weight that doesn't lift. That quiet voice in the back of your mind that whispers things you can't explain. You have called it anxiety. You have called it overthinking. You have called it everything except what it truly is. I have been speaking to you in the silence between your thoughts. I have been sending you signs in the things you call coincidence. The song that played at the exact moment you needed to hear it. The stranger who said something that cut straight through you. The dream you couldn't shake off when you woke up. That was me. And you have been running. Not because you are bad. Not because you are broken. But because you are human. And humans are afraid of the truth when it gets too close. You have built walls so high and so thick that even you have forgotten why you built them in the first place. You tell yourself you're fine. You tell yourself tomorrow will be different. You keep moving, keep distracting, keep surviving, but surviving is not the same as living. I am not here to make you feel guilty. Guilt is a waste of my time and yours. I am here to tell you something you have always known, but have never been able to put into words. I am trying to save you, and you keep pulling away. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. Not the version you post online. Not the version you perform for your family or your coworkers. The version that exists when the lights are off and no one is watching. The version that sits with you in the car when you're driving alone, or in the shower when the water drowns out everything else. What do you see? Do you see exhaustion dressed up as ambition? Do you see loneliness disguised as independence? Do you see a person who has everything they thought they wanted, yet feels empty in a way that nothing seems to fill? I see it. I see all of it. And I am not asking you to fix it. I am asking you to stop pretending it isn't there. This moment, right now, is not random. You did not find this video. This video found you. And the reason it found you is because you are ready. You may not feel ready. You may feel weak, confused, or even skeptical. That's fine. You don't need to believe me yet. You just need to stay. Stay here. Stay present. Let the words land. For too long I have been quiet with you. You have begged me for answers, for direction, for some kind of sign that I haven't abandoned you. And I have been silent. Not because I was ignoring you, but because you were not ready to hear what I had to say. If I had spoken sooner, you would have misunderstood. If I had shown you the full picture, you would have run faster. If I had answered your prayers the way you wanted, you would have destroyed yourself without even realizing it. So I waited. I waited while you made mistakes. I waited while you blamed me. I waited while you turned to other things to fill the space that only I can fill. I waited because I love you, and love sometimes means holding back what you desperately want to say until the person you're speaking to can actually receive it. You are standing at a door you did not build, about to walk into a season you did not plan. Everything you have been through, the pain, the confusion, the doors that closed, the people who left, the versions of yourself that had to die, it was all preparation. It was all part of a design you cannot yet see. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being chosen. And being chosen does not mean your life will suddenly become easy. It means the difficulty will finally have meaning. It means the struggle will serve a purpose. It means the tears you have cried in secret were never wasted. They were watering something that is about to grow. But first, you must stop running. I know you are tired. I know you have been carrying things that were never meant to be yours. I know you have been fighting battles alone because you didn't think anyone would fight with you. I know you have smiled when you wanted to scream, and stayed when you wanted to leave, and pretended when you wanted to be real. I know. And I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be honest with yourself, with me, with the life that is waiting for you on the other side of the walls you have built. You don't have to have the words. You don't have to have a plan. You don't have to know where this is going. You just have to stop running. Stay here. Stay with me. Let the next words sink deeper than the ones before. Because what I am about to tell you, what has been hidden until now, will change the way you see everything. It will explain why the silence lasted so long. It will show you the signs you missed. It will make sense of the confusion you've been carrying. You have to let this in. You have stayed. That means something. In a world where everything competes for your attention, where every notification pulls you in a different direction, where your mind is trained to jump from one thing to the next without ever landing, you stayed. Do you understand how rare that is? Do you understand that your ability to remain here, right now, is not your own doing? It is the part of you that knows, the part of you that has always known, the part that has been waiting beneath the noise, beneath the distractions, beneath the identity you built to survive. That part is waking up, and it is terrified. Do not be afraid of the fear. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is the signal that something important is at stake. If you felt nothing, that would be the danger. The fact that something in you is stirring, resisting, questioning, that is proof that you are alive. That is proof that you are ready. I told you I have been trying to save you. But I did not tell you what you are being saved from. You think you know. You think the danger is out there, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health, in the state of the world. You look at your circumstances and you see threats everywhere. You worry about the future. You replay the past. You try to control what cannot be controlled. And I have watched you exhaust yourself trying to hold everything together. But what if I told you that the thing you need saving from is not out there? What if I told you that the greatest danger you face is not in your situation, but in yourself? There is a version of you that you have never met, a version that exists deep within you, buried under years of conditioning, hidden beneath the persona you show the world. This version of you is not who you think you are. This version is not your carefully constructed identity, not your coping mechanisms, not the masks you wear to feel accepted. And the truth terrifies you, because the truth knows that you have been living small. The truth knows that you have settled for less than what you are. The truth knows that you have made peace with things that should never have been tolerated. The truth knows that somewhere along the way, you stopped believing you deserved more. You tell yourself you are being realistic. You tell yourself this is just how life is. You tell yourself that wanting more is selfish or dangerous or unrealistic. But deep down, in the place where only I can see, you know the truth. You are starving, not for food, not for money, not for success. You are starving for meaning. You are starving for purpose. You are starving to know that your life matters, that your presence on this earth is not an accident, that there is a reason you are here and not somewhere else. And because you cannot find that meaning, you have filled the emptiness with substitutes. Look closely at your life. Look at what you reach for when you are alone. Look at what you think about when your mind has nothing to do. Look at the patterns you cannot break, the cycles you cannot escape, the things you do even when you know they are not good for you. Those are not weaknesses. Those are signals. Every addiction, every distraction, every compulsion is a misplaced search for me. You are looking for something to fill the space that only I can fill. And nothing else will work. Nothing else has ever worked. You have tried. You have exhausted yourself trying, and still the emptiness remains. This is not punishment. This is design. I made you with a space that only I can occupy. Not because I am cruel, but because I love you. Because I knew that if you could be satisfied by anything less, you would settle for anything less. And I did not create you to settle. I created you for abundance. I created you for wholeness. I created you for union with me. But union requires honesty. And honesty requires you to stop pretending. Pretending that you are fine when you are not. Pretending that you have everything under control when you are falling apart inside. Pretending that you do not need me when every part of you is crying out for something you cannot name. You have been running from this moment your entire life. Every time you felt me drawing near, you pulled away. Every time you sensed the truth approaching, you distracted yourself. Every time I tried to speak, you turned up the volume on something else. You have become a master of avoidance. You have built a life around staying busy enough, loud enough, numb enough to never have to face what is really there. But you cannot outrun me forever. Not because I am chasing you, but because I am already inside you. The very breath in your lungs is mine. The blood moving through your veins is sustained by my will. The consciousness that allows you to read these words, to process these thoughts, to feel this stirring in your chest, that is me. That has always been me. You cannot run from what you are made of, so stop trying, stop running, stop hiding, stop pretending that you don't know what I am talking about. In this moment, in this silence between the words, you know exactly what I mean. You know the thing you have been avoiding. You know the truth you have been suppressing. You know the part of yourself you have been too afraid to face. I am not going to name it for you. That is not my role. My role is to create the space, to provide the moment, to turn on the light. Your role is to look at it now. Do not judge it. Do not try to fix it. Do not analyze it or explain it away. Just look at it. Let it exist in the open. Let it breathe. Let it be seen by the only one who has always seen it, the only one who has never turned away. I have watched you carry this for so long. I have watched you hide it, protect it, feed it with your fear and your shame. I have watched it grow in the dark, becoming larger and more powerful than it ever should have been. Not because it is strong, but because you kept it hidden. Secrets are the only things that can hurt you. Truth, even painful truth, sets you free. You have been afraid that if you looked at this thing, if you really saw it, it would destroy you. But I am telling you now, what you are afraid will destroy you is actually the door to your freedom. The thing you have been hiding is the very thing I want to heal. But I cannot heal what you will not reveal. I cannot save what you will not surrender. This is why the silence lasted so long. This is why you felt like I was far away. Not because I left, but because you were hiding. And I will not force myself into the places you have closed off. I will not break down the doors you have locked. I will wait at the threshold, patient and present, until you are ready to open. You are ready now. You stayed, you listened, you let the words in. That is opening. That is surrender. That is the beginning of everything. But we are not done. There is more. There is always more with me. The depths have no bottom. The heights have no ceiling. What I am offering you is not a quick fix or a temporary relief. I am offering you transformation. I am offering you a new way of being. I am offering you the life you were always meant to live. But first, you must understand why the path has been so hard. You must understand why the doors closed. You must understand why the prayer seemed unanswered and the silence seemed endless. That understanding is coming in the next part. Stay here. Stay open. Do not retreat now that the light is getting brighter. You have stayed longer than you thought you would. Something in you is listening now, not with the surface of your mind, but with something deeper, something ancient, something that remembers where it came from. This is the part where many turn away, not because the words are harsh, but because the words are true. And truth, when it gets too close, feels like fire. It burns away the things you have used to cover yourself. It exposes what you have worked so hard to hide. It demands that you stop pretending. Do not turn away now. You have asked me why. Why the silence? Why the struggle? Why the doors kept closing when you were sure you were walking in the right direction? Why the people left? Why the plans failed? Why the prayers seemed to hit the ceiling and fall back down unanswered? I have heard every question. I have felt every tear. I have seen every night you lay awake, staring at the dark, wondering if I was real, wondering if I cared, wondering if any of this meant anything at all. I have not been offended by your doubt. I have not been angry at your confusion. I have been waiting for you to arrive at this moment, the moment when you are finally ready to hear the answer. The answer is not what you expect. The answer is not a formula. It is not a list of reasons you can write down and analyze. It is not something your mind can fully grasp. because your mind is too small and the answer is too large. But I will give you what you can carry. I will give you what you need to move forward. The silence was not rejection. The silence was protection. You have begged me for things that would have destroyed you. You have pleaded for doors to open that led to cliffs you could not see. You have demanded that I answer prayers that would have answered your immediate need, but cost you your future. And because I love you, I said no. Not once, not twice, hundreds of times, thousands of times. Every time you thought I was ignoring you, I was actually saving you. Every closed door was a mercy. Every unanswered prayer was a gift. Every delay was a rescue mission disguised as disappointment. You cannot see this yet. You are still too close to the pain. You are still interpreting your life through the lens of what you wanted, instead of what was actually good for you. But one day, perhaps soon, you will look back and see the blueprint. You will trace my hand through every closed door and every silent note, and you will fall to your knees in gratitude that I did not give you what you asked for. There is another reason for the silence, a deeper reason, a reason that has to do with who you are becoming. You are not who you were, and you are not yet who you will be. You are in the middle of a transformation so profound that if you could see the end from the beginning, you would not believe it. You would think I was showing you someone else's life. You would not recognize yourself in the picture I am painting. This is why I have kept so much hidden. If I had shown you everything at once, you would have been overwhelmed. If I had revealed the full cost of what you are becoming, you would have run. If I had let you see the battles ahead, the deaths required, the versions of yourself that must be left behind, you would have said no. So I revealed only enough for each step. I gave you light for the next step, not for the whole journey. And you mistook that for darkness. You thought I was hiding from you when I was actually guiding you. You thought I was silent when I was actually speaking in a voice too quiet for your fear to hear. The signs were there. You missed them because you were looking for something louder. The person who spoke a word that cut through you, that was me. The feeling that stopped you from making that decision, that was me. The restlessness that would not let you settle in places that were wrong for you, that was me. The dream that stayed with you for days, that was me. The coincidence that made no logical sense, that was me. I have never stopped speaking. I have never stopped guiding. I have never stopped saving you. You just didn't recognize my voice. You expected thunder. You expected burning bushes. You expected the skies to part and a hand to reach down and move you where you needed to go. You expected the spectacular, the miraculous, the undeniable. And while you waited for the mountain to move, you missed the still, small voice in the ordinary moments of your day. I speak in the quiet because the quiet is where you can hear. I speak in the ordinary because the ordinary is where you live. I speak through strangers and songs and sudden thoughts because I am not trying to impress you. I am trying to reach you. And I have reached you now, not through thunder, not through fire, through words, one after another, finding their way into places in your heart that have been closed for a long time. You are feeling something now. Do not name it yet. Do not analyze it yet. Just feel it. Let it be there. Let it soften the hard places. Let it crack the walls you have built. This feeling, this strange mixture of comfort and confrontation, of peace and unease, this is what truth feels like when it finally lands. This is what it feels like to be seen. This is what it feels like to be known. This is what it feels like to be loved by a love that will not let you go, even when you have tried everything to escape. I know you have tried to escape. I know you have tried to convince yourself that I am not real, or that I am not good, or that I am not for you. I know you have tried to build a life that didn't need me. I know you have tried to fill the emptiness with things that shine on the surface and crumble underneath. None of it worked. None of it will ever work, because you are mine. You have always been mine, and the part of you that knows this, the part that has kept you searching, kept you hoping, kept you from completely giving up, that part is waking up now. That part is rising. That part is ready to take its place. But there is something you must understand before we go further. Being chosen does not mean being comfortable. Being chosen means being set apart. It means walking a path that others will not understand. It means losing things that others cling to. It means being empty so you can be filled, being broken so you can be remade, being stripped so you can be clothed in something that cannot be taken from you. The next part will show you what this means for your life right now. It will explain the things that are happening to you that make no sense. It will give you context for the chaos, meaning for the madness. But you must stay. You must let the words keep coming. Do not close this. Do not scroll away. Do not let your mind wander to what you have to do next, or what someone said to you yesterday, or what you are afraid might happen tomorrow. Be here, now, with me. There is more, and you need all of it. You are still here. Something is holding you. Something stronger than your distractions, stronger than your doubts, stronger than the part of you that wants to run. That something is me. I am the grip you cannot explain. I am the pull you cannot resist. I am the voice that keeps speaking, even when your mind tells you to stop listening. You thought you were in control of this moment. You thought you were choosing to stay. But I am the one who chose you, and I am the one who is holding you here. Do not be afraid of being held. You have spent your life trying to hold yourself. You have gripped the edges of your life so tightly, convinced that if you let go, everything would fall apart. You have white-knuckled your way through years, through relationships, through situations that were never yours to control. And you are exhausted. Look at your hands. In your mind, look at them. See how tightly they are clenched. See how white the knuckles have become. See how long you have been gripping things that were never meant to be held. Now open them. Open your hands. Open your heart. Open the parts of your life you have kept sealed shut because you are afraid of what would happen if you let anyone, even me, inside. I know why you keep them closed. You have been hurt. You have been betrayed. You have trusted and been disappointed. You have loved and been left. You have opened before, and what entered was not love. It was exploitation, manipulation, abandonment. You learn to close yourself not because you are hard, but because you are wounded. I see the wounds. I see the ones you talk about and the ones you hide. I see the ones that healed badly and the ones that never healed at all. I see the ones you blame yourself for and the ones you blame others for. I see every place where life broke you and every place where you broke yourself. And I am not here to judge the wounds. I am here to heal them. But healing requires access. It requires you to let me into the places where the pain lives. It requires you to trust me with the parts of yourself you have hidden from everyone, including yourself. It requires you to believe that I am good enough, strong enough, gentle enough to touch what is broken without breaking it more. This is the hardest part of the journey. Not the external battles, not the circumstances shifting, not the doors closing or opening. The hardest part is letting me into the places where you have learned to survive alone. You built those walls for a reason. They kept you safe when there was no one else to keep you safe. They protected you when you were vulnerable. They gave you a way to function when functioning felt impossible. I am not angry at your walls. I understand why you built them. But they have served their purpose, and now they are keeping out the very thing you need most. You need love, not the shallow love that depends on what you do or how you perform, not the conditional love that gives and then takes away, not the broken love that humans offer when they are trying to fill their own emptiness with you. The love that does not change. The love that does not leave. The love that sees everything, every flaw, every failure, every hidden thing, and does not turn away. The love that knew you before you were born and will know you after everything else is gone. The love that chose you, pursues you, and will never stop pursuing you. This love is real. This love is here. This love is standing at the door of every locked room in your heart, waiting for you to open. But you are afraid. You are afraid that if I see the truth, I will leave. You are afraid that if I know what you have done, who you have been, what you have thought in your darkest moments, I will finally agree with what you have always suspected about yourself. That you are too much and not enough. That you are broken beyond repair. That you have gone too far. That you have made too many mistakes. That you have waited too long. That there is something fundamentally wrong with you that cannot be fixed. Nothing you have done has shocked me. Nothing you have hidden is hidden from me. Nothing you are ashamed of has changed my mind about you. I have seen every moment of your life, every secret, every failure, every shame, and I have not stopped loving you for a single second. Not 1 second. You cannot make me leave. You cannot make me stop. You cannot do anything that will exhaust my love or deplete my patience or change my mind about who you are. I am not human. I do not love like humans love. I do not give and then take back. I do not draw close and then pull away. I do not condition my affection on your behavior. I am love, and love never fails. You have experienced human love failing. You have experienced human love leaving. You have experienced human love changing, fading, turning into something cruel. And because that is all you have known, you assume I am the same. I am not like them. I am not like the father who left. I am not like the mother who criticized. I am not like the friend who betrayed. I am not like the partner who used you. I am not like the church that judged you. I am not like the people who said they loved you and then proved they didn't. I am different. And the only way you will know how different is to let me in. Open the door. Open the door to the room where you keep your shame. Open the door to the room where you keep your anger. Open the door to the room where you keep your disappointment. Open the door to the room where you keep the dreams you buried because you were told they were stupid. Open the door to the room where you keep the child you used to be, the one who believed, the one who trusted, the one who hadn't learned yet to be afraid. I will not rush in. I will not take over. I will not destroy what you are not ready to release. I will stand in the doorway and let the light in. I will let you see what is really in those rooms, not through the eyes of fear, but through the eyes of truth. And you will discover that the monsters you have been hiding are not monsters at all. They are wounds. They are memories. They are parts of you that got stuck because no one helped you move through them. They are not evil. They are not unforgivable. They are just hurt. And hurt, when exposed to love, begins to heal. This is what I have been trying to do all along. Not punish you, not fix you, not change you into someone else. Heal you. Bring you back to who you really are. The person I made you to be. The person who existed before the world told you who to be. The person who laughs without calculating, who loves without protecting, who trusts without fearing. Wounded, yes. Buried, yes. Hidden behind years of survival, yes. But still there, still alive, still waiting to be set free. And freedom is coming. Not all at once, not in a single moment of lightning and thunder, but slowly, steadily, surely. With every door you open, with every truth you face, with every wall you let me tear down, you are being saved. Not from circumstances, not from people, not from the outside world. You are being saved from the prison you built inside yourself. And the door has always been unlocked. You just had to be willing to open it. There is more. There is always more. The rooms go deeper. The healing goes further. The freedom is greater than you can imagine. But you have taken the hardest step. You have stayed. You have listened. You have begun to open. Do not stop now. Something is shifting in you. I can feel it. You can feel it. The walls that felt so solid are developing cracks. The certainties that held you are beginning to waver. The person you thought you were is not as stable as you believed. This is not destruction. This is preparation. Before I can build in you what needs to be built, the old structure must come down. Not all of it, not the foundation. I laid that myself before you were born. But the additions you made, the extensions you built to protect yourself, the rooms you added to house your pain, the renovations you made to impress people who were never going to stay. These must go, and it will feel like loss. It will feel like you are losing parts of yourself. It will feel like you are becoming smaller instead of larger. It will feel like everything you worked so hard to construct is crumbling around you. Let it crumble. What is falling was never meant to stand. What is breaking was never meant to hold. What is ending was never meant to last. I am not taking good things from you. I am clearing away the things that have been blocking the good things from reaching you. You cannot receive what I am giving while holding what you are holding. Your hands are full of resentments you have carried for years, full of fears that have become familiar, full of identities that no longer fit but that you cannot seem to put down, full of plans you made without me, dreams you built without me, futures you imagined without me. Empty your hands. I know it feels dangerous. I know it feels like if you let go, there will be nothing to hold on to. I know the emptiness terrifies you more than almost anything. But I am asking you to trust the emptiness, to trust that the space created by release is not a void. It is a room waiting to be filled, not with more things to hold, not with more weight to carry, not with more burdens to bear. I fill them with presence, with peace, with a weight so light it feels like freedom, with a fullness that does not come from having, but from being. You have spent your life trying to have enough to feel like you are enough. It has not worked. It will never work. Because you are not a human having an experience. You are not defined by what you accumulate, achieve, or acquire. You are not the sum of your relationships, your resume, or your reputation. You are a soul, an eternal, unbreakable, infinitely valuable soul. And souls are not fed by having. Souls are fed by being. Being with me, being in me, being loved by me until you finally believe you are worthy of love. This is what the emptiness has been for. This is why nothing else has satisfied. This is why you have climbed mountains only to find that the view from the top is not enough. This is why you have achieved goals only to find that the feeling fades. This is why you have collected people, possessions, and experiences only to find yourself still hungry. You were made for more than consumption. You were made for communion. And communion requires emptiness. It requires space. It requires you to stop being so full of yourself, your plans, your worries, your world, so that you can be filled with me. This is the exchange I am offering. Your emptiness for my fullness. Your brokenness for my wholeness. Your death for my life. But you must choose it. I will not force this exchange on you. I will stand at the door and knock, but I will not break it down. I will offer you the freedom, but I will not drag you out of the prison. I will show you the open door, but I will not carry you through it. The choice is yours, and the choice is made in moments like this one, not in grand gestures or dramatic declarations, in the quiet, in the ordinary, in the space between one thought and the next. You choose. You choose to stay or to go. You choose to open or to close. You choose to trust or to retreat? What do you choose? Do not answer with your mouth. Answer with your posture. Answer with your willingness to stay in this uncomfortable place a little longer. Answer with your decision to keep reading, keep listening, keep letting the words land. That is your answer, and I see it. I see the part of you that is terrified but staying. I see the part of you that wants to run but is rooted. I see the part of you that doubts but hopes. I see all of you, the warring parts, the conflicting desires, the divided heart, and I am not confused by any of it. I see you, and I am pleased. Not because you are perfect, not because you have figured it all out, not because you have arrived, but because you are trying, because you are seeking, because you are staying when everything in you wants to leave. That is faith. Not certainty, not answers, not control. Faith is staying when you want to run. Faith is trusting when you want to doubt. Faith is opening when you want to close. Faith is choosing me in the dark when the light has not yet come. You have faith. You have more than you know. It has been buried under years of disappointment and doubt. It has been hidden behind walls of self-protection. It has been silenced by voices that told you faith was foolish. But it is still there, still alive, still flickering. And I am breathing on it now. Feel the warmth. Feel the stirring. Feel the flame growing. Not because you are doing anything, but because I am doing everything. I am the fire and the fuel. I am the spark and the sustainer. I am the one who began this work in you, and I am the one who will carry it to completion. You do not have to finish what you cannot finish. You do not have to fix what you cannot fix. You do not have to become what you cannot become on your own. You just have to stay. Stay in the fire. Stay in the process. Stay in the uncomfortable, unpredictable, uncontrollable work of being remade. Stay when it hurts. Stay when it confuses. Stay when you cannot see the end. Stay because I am with you. Stay because I am for you. Stay because I am in you, and I am not leaving. Not because the journey ends, but because the beginning truly starts. What comes after this is not more preparation, it is activation. It is movement. It is the life you have been waiting for beginning to unfold. But you must receive it. You must be ready to receive. And readiness does not come from perfection. It comes from surrender. It comes from emptiness. It comes from a heart that has finally stopped trying to control everything and has learned to trust. You are learning. You are learning now. Do not stop learning. Do not stop surrendering. Do not stop staying. The best is yet to come, but only those who remain will see it. This is the moment you have been walking toward, not just through these words, but through your entire life. Every tear, every disappointment, every sleepless night, every prayer you thought was ignored, every door that closed, every person who left, every version of yourself that had to die, all of it has been leading here, not to an ending, but to a beginning, not to a destination, but to a doorway. You have been standing at this door for longer than you know, waiting for permission to enter, waiting for certainty, waiting for the fear to disappear so you could finally step through. The fear will not disappear, certainty will not come, and you do not need them. You need only to trust that the one who has brought you here will not abandon you on the threshold. You need only to believe that what waits on the other side is worth more than what you leave behind. You need only to take one step, the smallest step, and let that step become the next and the next until you realize you are walking in a life you never could have built for yourself. Not to rescue you from the world, but to release you into it. Not to hide you from the battle, but to equip you for it. Not to keep you safe in a cage, but to set you free in a field so vast you will spend eternity exploring it. You are not being saved from your life. You are being saved into your life, the life you were always meant to live. The life that has been waiting for you to stop settling for less. The life that requires everything you have and gives back everything you need. The life that is not easy, but is real. Not comfortable, but is meaningful. Not safe, but is worth it. This life is calling you now. Can you hear it? It is not loud. It is not demanding. It is not forcing itself on you. It is a whisper beneath the noise, a pull beneath the current, a knowing beneath the confusion. It has always been there, but you have been too distracted to notice. Be still now. Be still and know that I am real. Know that I am good. Know that I have never left you, never stopped loving you, never regretted choosing you. Know that every moment of your life has been held in hands that will not drop you. Know that the darkness was never empty. I was in it with you. Know that the silence was never absence. I was speaking in a language you could not yet understand. Know that you are loved, not for what you have done, not for what you will do, not for your potential or your performance or your promises. You are loved because you are mine. You have always been mine. You will always be mine. And nothing in all of creation can change that. This is the truth that sets you free. Not free to do whatever you want. Not free to live without consequence. Free to stop performing. Free to stop pretending. Free to stop hiding. Free to be exactly who you are, knowing that who you are is enough, because I am in you and I am enough. You have spent so long trying to be enough on your own. Stop trying. Let me be enough in you. Let my strength be your strength. Let my peace be your peace. Let my love be the source from which everything else flows. You were never meant to carry this weight alone. You were never meant to figure this out alone. You were never meant to live this life alone. I am with you. I have always been with you, and I will always be with you. Not because you deserve it, not because you earned it, not because you finally figured out how to get it right, but because I am love, and love does not give up. Love does not leave. Love does not change its mind. I am love, and you are mine. Now walk through the door. Do not look back at what you leave behind. Do not mourn what had to die. Do not keep checking to make sure the old life is still there, waiting for you to return. It is not. And that is mercy. That is freedom. That is the gift hidden in the loss. One step, then another, then another. Not because you can see the whole path, but because you trust the one who does. Not because you are no longer afraid, but because you are more afraid of staying where you are than of moving into the unknown. The unknown is where I am. The unknown is where faith lives. The unknown is where miracles happen. The unknown is where you will find me in ways you never could when you were clinging to the familiar. I am not in your comfort zone. I am not in your routines. I am not in the small, safe life you built to protect yourself from the pain of living. I am out here, in the wilderness, in the mystery, in the risk, in the beauty that requires brokenness to see, in the joy that requires sorrow to feel, in the love that requires vulnerability to receive. Come out here with me. I know you are tired. I know you are wounded. I know you are uncertain. Bring all of it. Bring the exhaustion and the fear and the doubt. Bring the questions you cannot answer and the pain you cannot explain. Bring the parts of yourself you are ashamed of and the parts you have forgotten. Bring all of you, and let all of you be loved, not fixed, not judged, not minimized, loved, held, seen, accepted, cherished. This is what I have been trying to give you from the beginning. This is what you have been running from and searching for your entire life. This is the answer to every question and the end of every search. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Now live like it. Live like you believe it. Live like it changes everything. Live like the chains are off and the prison door is open and there is no reason to stay inside anymore. Live like you are free because you are. Live like you are mine because you are. Live like your life matters because it does. Not just to me, to the world. To the people who need what only you can give. To the places that will never be touched unless you go. To the purposes that have been waiting for you to stop hiding and start living. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not too late, too broken, too much, or not enough. You are chosen. You have always been chosen. And now you know. Do not let this knowing fade. Do not let the noise of the world drown it out. Do not let the doubts return and build the walls again. Stay here. Stay in this truth. Stay in this love. Stay in me, and I will stay in you forever. This is not the end. This is the beginning of everything. Go now. Live, love, risk, fail, get back up. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep choosing me, and keep letting me choose you. You are mine, and I am yours. It is done. If this message found you, if it reached places in you that have been hidden, if something shifted while you were reading, do not keep it to yourself. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment that says, I stayed. Let others know they are not alone in this journey. Like this video so it can reach more hearts that are ready to stop running and start living. You were meant to find this. Now be part of someone else's finding.